Welcome, Cav fans, to Coach's Corner 2019 version. Looking really forward to this season. As we look at our squad so far, we started August 1st with two-a-days, and of course, all summer long we work out 3 times a week and do some throwing, and then August 1st comes along is the first official practice, and so the season was backed up a week, so we had, I guess, probably a few extra practices, and the first time I can remember in a long time where we didn't have a game the first week of school. But anyway, so our squad this year, we have 79 players, which is good for our numbers. Our junior high has probably between 60 and 70 between the 7th and 8th graders combined. So that's a good sign that our guys are still wanting to play and staying out and continuing with the program as they move ahead into the high school level. Our senior class has 18 seniors, really good group. I'm really happy with their leadership. They're a bunch of smart guys in school, and so that usually lends to having good leaders. A lot of those guys played last year, so that's a good sign when you have veteran guys that have been in it and played. A lot of those guys are 13 game starters. So, and they've done a good job. Our junior class, there's not as many, I think 14, but they're good players. And so they all get along, at least seemingly right now. And so we'll see how that unfolds as we move out through the season. We have one change on the schedule this year. We're going to Cincinnati Mount Healthy in week 2 instead of Clinton Massey. So I guess drive-wise, it's probably pretty similar from when we went down there 2 years ago. Looking forward to that challenge. They're a Division III school who made the playoffs last year, so that's a huge game for playoff implications if we could get that game, get a win there. And certainly, as you know, we always open up with Kenton, and we play them home this year. It is a 7 o'clock start, as are all of our games, with the exception of Mount Healthy, just because of the distance. So all MAC games are at 7 o'clock this year, so that's a change from 7:30. I guess early in the season it makes a little difference just because of the sun, especially if it's a east and west field. But for the most part, very similar to the previous years, was starting at 7:30. So the Kenton game, as you know, we opened up with Kenton. This is probably, I don't know, I've been here, I think this is my 18th year here in Coldwater, and we played them every year since I've been here. So I'm going to guess at least 20 years that we've played Kenton. As we watch them, it's going to be very similar style. They have some really good skilled players, and a quarterback who played last year in Missouri, and I believe he was a starter last year, so an experienced quarterback. And so the matchup it'll be interesting matchups between our skill guys and their skill guys, and then up front, we feel really good about our up front guys. Our O-line is, for the most part, we have 5, 6, 7 guys who have played O-line that are returning. Drew Wade is our only senior last year as an offensive line player, so we feel good about those guys. Looking forward to the challenge. Home game starting at 7 o'clock this Friday night, which is August 30th, kind of a late start. But looking forward to the challenge of the Kenton Wildcats coming to town in this home opener 2019 Cavalier football season.